Morning. Morning thoughts on Sheri Sip and Think. How's everybody? Yeah, it says we're gonna have, I don't know, clouds or rain. Who knows? But I'm up and I got my coffee. My Sip and Think mug. I needed to get up and immediately I needed to do some love bombs. I don't know why, like even last night before I went to bed, I was like, God, I gotta do some love bombs, you know? So I figured that's what we're gonna do this morning. Some love bombs. Ugh. Literally only on like 2 sips of coffee. Hold on. Listen to the birds. If you can hear them chirping away. I've been up actually for a couple hours because my alarm's still on for work. So I've got some like things that are on my mind that I gotta get off. It's always figuring out how to get it off your mind without hurting other people's feelings sometimes. But the problem is sometimes I talk with people and they got all this stuff going on. And it's like their negativity ends up fueling your fire. You know what I mean? That's what happened on Saturday. I was getting fueled up, you know? And I was like, had to release that energy somehow, you know? It has nothing to do with going out to clubs. It has something to do with home shit, you know what I mean? Maybe you don't know what I mean, but I get so riled up sometimes that I have to like take a step back and like regroup myself, because when I've got people I care about upset and talking to me about what has upset them, I try so hard to keep my mouth shut because I don't want to make it worse, and I'm just letting them vent. But what they're saying is like pissing me off, and they're not talking to me about me. They're talking to me about a situation that happened with them, and it like made me immediately want to get in my car and like, there's my 8:30 alarm to go to work. It made me immediately want to get in my car and go confront some motherfuckers. Yeah, that's how I was feeling on Saturday. Yeah. Especially when it's people that I'm talking to that like don't get involved in a lot of stuff. They don't cause no drama for nobody. Like, they're good people, and then you just got like the Debbie Downers that like say shit, and it's like, seriously? I was like literally telling one of my sisters, well, I'm unclassy. I'm unfucking classy. Why are you hanging out with classy motherfuckers who have no fucking brains? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck who they are. They want to come to you and say some shit. I was like, you're fucking lucky I wasn't even fucking there. Like, I'll keep my cool, and I like to keep things balanced, but when it means putting down people I care about, like my nieces and my nephews or my sisters, I just like a whole nother breed. So I was like listening to Little John. I was like, it still roused me up. I was like pacing back and forth, and I was completely like, oh yeah, yeah, you want to talk fucking shit? Yeah, you want to talk shit? Oh yeah, we can talk fucking shit. Although when I get angry and I get mad, I can't talk. Like, my words don't come out right. That's why it's like, motherfucker, if all you do is talk shit, you have no idea what it would be like for someone to come up and confront your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the shit I was dealing with on Saturday. And it still made my blood boil, you know? And I was like, oh, no, Sheri, don't get yourself in trouble. Be chill, be cool. But the problem is being in a small town, I'm going to end up running into these people. And when I do drink, I do have a problem with speaking my mind. So, but I know when I get to that point, I'm ready to swing. You know what I mean? I try real hard not to let it get that far. But when you have some people who think they're the shit by putting down other people, and the way that they put down people is by going after their kids and saying shit about their kids. That shit, not cool. Not fucking cool, man. You know what I mean? So that's what I was talking about. Like, it had nothing to do with that. It just had to do with some bullshit around here where it's almost like I need to, like, remind people who the fucking, you know what I mean? Almost like Still Dre, you know? Just because I've been in a lab with a pen and a pad don't mean that I still ain't me inside, you know what I'm saying? But you don't want that side to come out, because I worked real hard to grow out of that. But some people don't know. And that's all right. I just got to remind them, you know? And it's funny, when my blood boils, it's hard for me to stay even. You know what I mean? It's like, sometimes my blood is boiled so bad where out of nowhere I'll fucking flip. And I don't normally flip unless I have a reason, you know? But I do have to say, if you haven't listened, I do listen to Fat Joe's talks. He does talks, and his was interesting. Every time he was talking, you could hear the thunder and the rain, and I kept feeling like every time he said a certain word, the thunder would go, right? And I was thinking in my mind, that's the spirits, or that's the gods telling you that you're hitting it on the head. You know what I mean? Like, you're saying the right thing, and that they hear you, and they're letting you know, we hear you. That's what I got from that. And then talking about something that I've been wanting to talk about too, in the sense that trying to be positive, trying to put positivity out there, because obviously it's needed. It really is needed. And nobody wants to hear the positive. Mind you, yes, there's people out there who want to hear the positive because they want to get out of what they're in. But then there's other people that are just so like, I don't really care. Like, they're so wrapped up in like the turmoil and the shit that they're going through that they don't care. And misery loves company. You're absolutely right. Misery loves company. And when one person is negative, they try to say something to make the person who's trying to be positive, they're trying to like stab at them, and they're trying to bring that person down so that they stop being positive or they stop going after their dreams. And you were right about that. Yep, there's a lot of that out there. But what makes you different is that you still get on there every day. You still make a difference. And there are people that are listening to you. And those are the ones that are going to make a difference. So, anyways, the first love bomb that I got is, I really appreciate your dedication to your work. So don't stop. Okay? Don't stop. Just because of a Debbie Downer, don't stop. What's a Debbie Downer to you? Someone who is reaching out to you. So sometimes someone will complain, not because they don't like listening to you or they don't like seeing what you're doing. It's that they wish they could have thought of it, or they could have done it. Or sometimes they question and say, how can you be so strong? You know, you don't care what anybody thinks and you still get up there and you make a fool of yourself. You know, how do you do it? But that they say that after they've calmed down, after they've said all this shit. I mean, I've had cousins that have been like, but Sheri, you have this, you have that, you don't give a fuck, you do this, you do that. Doesn't mean I don't have feelings, but I can't let what everybody else is doing control me and control what I'm doing. Because honestly, if you were doing something that you enjoy doing, right? Whether anybody watched it or not, right? You enjoy doing it. You're at peace with it. And it's almost like you're sitting there, right? And you've got this shield around you, right? Doesn't matter. You're just focused. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're following your guides, your inner purpose, right? And sometimes the ones that it's helping, they don't necessarily speak about it or say anything until later, right? Because imagine if you did stop, someone would say, oh, what happened? I used to watch your videos. Why'd you stop? I enjoyed watching them. And you'd be like, man, I didn't know you enjoyed watching them. You never said anything. So, you know what I mean? Just know that your love bomb for today is that I really appreciate your dedication to your work. Okay? What I was trying to say, because my mind's a little cloudy this morning. And no, I didn't get drunk yesterday. When you're in that space and you've got that shield around you, right? Everything's fine. You know what you're talking about, or sometimes you feel like you do. You're helping people, you're feeling good about it, you know what I mean? You're making a difference, trying to make a change, trying to put the truth out, trying to let people know so that they're educated and can make, decisions, But if that shield is broken, right? And all this negativity or all these opinions start coming in at you, it takes you away from your focus. And then you start questioning yourself. That was the other thing. Don't ever question your positivity. Don't. I don't want you ever to question your positivity. No. You didn't get to where you are because you questioned everybody. You know? And sometimes that's the hard part, is when you're not somebody that would do that to somebody, it really irks you when other people do it to you. But don't. Being positive and being loving is harder than being negative and being mean. So like I said, when I was listening to Little John and I was like, I'm about to tell these shit talkers, oh yeah, only bitches talk shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have easily caught my car and confronted these motherfuckers, right? But I didn't. It took more strength for me to pull myself out of that negative, low vibration than it would for me to just jump in the car and go get in an argument or a fight. It's easy to do that, right? But being able to control that vibration and know that it's a low vibration and you ain't gonna pull me in. You know what I mean? Got the wisdoms and the smarts to reel yourself in, you know? That's why you made it. That's why you made it. Although, have you ever heard this song, Coward of the County, by Kenny Rogers? Where some of the lyrics is about, you know, son, you don't have to fight to be a man. And he had this love, her name was Becky. And the Gatlin boys, you know, they would always bully him, right? And he always remembered his dad telling him, you don't have to fight to be a man, you know, walk away if you can, right? Yeah, walk away if you can, right? But then Becky was gang raped, you know? And that was his love. And he couldn't handle the fact that these bullies gang raped his love. And he fought every single one of them, where not one Gatlin boy was standing. And he told his dad he was sorry. He had promised his dad that he would walk away from trouble whenever he can. But sometimes you do have to fight when you're a man. Maybe I'll post that on my page so you can listen to it. You know. A little history lesson. But I'll keep going. So, it might rain today. My lawn's gonna get mowed. Just waiting. Today's the big day. Son's graduating. So, hopefully I get to see him soon. Waiting for the canopy to show up, so after the lawn gets mowed, and I'm going to have to wait to see what the weather does, I can put it up. In the meantime, I might have to go to the grocery store because I asked the kids what they wanted me to make for the cookout. And of course, my youngest is like, Mom, I want your homemade mac and cheese. I'm like, okay, hon, but we can't just have homemade mac and cheese for a cookout. So I already know I'm going to have to make more than one pan of mac and cheese because the boys usually tear that up, so. Come on, love bombers. I'm just looking at this. I really appreciate your dedication to your work. Here we go. You have a way of lighting up a room. So during that thunderstorm, be the lightning. Light up that room. Lightning can light up a whole sky, you know what I mean? Even in the midst of a storm. All right, so now, right? Now we've got our choices cards, right? Yes, I hear you. So our choices are, each card gives 2 paths to choose from, neither right nor wrong, just different. So have fun discussing the cons and pros of each choice. Right? So like this. What choice will we have today? Choice card. It's so funny, like my sister and my brother-in-law were like, Sheri, you did a 30-minute video? I said, yeah. He's like, get out of here. He's like, I can't watch that. Oh my God. I'm like, well, you don't have to watch it. I said, and if nobody watches it, that's fine. It's their loss. But eventually, something will happen where they'll need to watch it. Or, once they get on that mindset, they'll get it. You know what I mean? That's why I don't mind. I don't mind if nobody watches it. I watch it. Let's see. If you had to choose, oh my God, have double vision or hear a constant echo, what's your choice? I would go with double vision all day, every day, versus a constant echo in my ear. I would. I would. Why? Because have you ever had swimmer's ear where your ears are blocked but you can hear the echo? It's just so, it's like annoying feeling, and it comes from like right here. But double vision, having double vision, so much more to see. Although when you can see things that other people can't see, it can become like frustrating because they don't see all the detail, or they can't see far enough. But for this card, it could also mean wearing glasses or having an echo in your ear. I'd rather choose the glasses over the echo in the ear. I've had ear problems since I was little. They almost had to put tubes in my ears because I couldn't hear. And because I couldn't hear, I didn't know how to get the words out, because when you're a young child, you're learning to speak. You're learning to say words, right? And so sometimes I'm hard of hearing because I didn't end up getting the tubes in my ears, but I become a loud person, and they're like, God, you're so loud. And I'm like, because I need to hear myself. I need to hear myself, you know? So I would choose double vision over a constant echo. That's my answer. So because I couldn't hear, I was in a special needs class. That's why when my boys needed an IEP, individual education plan, because they couldn't speak and they wanted to take them out of the classroom, I was their biggest advocate. You know, I was like, they're trying to communicate with their peers. So don't you think that they should learn in the classroom so their peers also learn? Like, I never understood why they would take someone out of the classroom. They did that even for like a reading class. Like, I had to go to a reading class. They'd take me out to go to the reading class. Then they would do that with my son. So my son had to go leave for speech class, for reading class. I'm like, dude, man, like, seriously? Then you wonder why he's missed what the teacher has taught, because you keep taking him out of the class. They sent me to reading class because it took me longer to read and comprehend what was in the book. And even now, when I'm reading something, I might have to reread it, because I'm really looking into the comprehension, right? Other people can read it and can comprehend it for what the test is, but I guess I always went against the grain. I do have my Affirmators here today, people, so I'll do those real quick for you. I think I feel the raindrops keep falling on my head. I'm not taking that one. It says options. I guess if you don't have options, you can feel constrained, right? Whereas if you have options, you're more free to choose. Raindrops keep falling on my head. I can't wait to have another cup of coffee. I drink tea too, but in the morning I drink coffee. It's just what I need. All right, so positive affirmations, okay? So, okay. So, we got options covered by magic. And then we've got our favorite, the ideal partnership, with perseverance reversed. So, the last time we did positive affirmations, we had the ideal partnership with options over it, right? Now we're taking the two and we're splitting it up so that we can dissect it, right? So, options, right? As I open to the abundant possibilities of my life's path, I'm reminded that I always have unlimited options. Life is a buffet, and I allow myself to choose whatever makes me happiest without limiting thoughts like you can't put mac and cheese on your baked potato. So you guys heard me talking about mac and cheese. I get it. All right. I will make the friggin' mac and cheese for the cookout. All right. However, we had magic over our options. I believe in magic. Do you believe in magic? I see evidence of it all the time. And though the tricks can probably be explained away by something sensible and ordinary, I'd rather not ruin the fun. Other people can fill their days with mere coincidence. I'll fill mine with, holy crap, that's unbelievable. Do you believe in magic? Over our buffet of choices, options. Okay, so now on this side, it's almost like a balance beam, right? We have our options and our magic on one side, and now we've got our ideal partnership. I swear you guys just don't want us to get away from this. What are we not seeing? So I am a rare and precious find, and my brilliance will be reflected back to me when I am paired with a true match. My ideal partnerships and working relationships are easy and free-flowing. I deserve greatness because I am greatness. And to paraphrase Rummy, what I'm looking for is also looking for me. In fact, he or she might be paraphrasing Rummy right now. So, I'm a rare and precious find. There's got to be something in this card because we keep getting it. So when something keeps coming up and keeps happening, it's almost like you need to start paying attention to it, right? So pay attention to your ideal partnership. And then it says that it needs perseverance. It seems you're on a massive journey right now, and this card has arrived to remind you that you will reach the other side. The mountain you're climbing is huge and formidable, but so is your ability to climb it. You don't need to enjoy it. You may want to, but you don't need to. You just need to tackle it. Oh my God. Complain if it makes the job easier. Blow off steam. You think mountain climbers get to the top of Everest on inspirational quotes? No way. They're grunting and crying and cursing like freaking pirates. That just doesn't sell a lot of posters. So I have a dirty mind, and sometimes when I'm thinking of ideal partnership and the wording on this perseverance, all right, you gotta tackle it, I guess. Make it yell. Get all your frustrations out. It's a massive journey. Oh my God, Sheri, stop. Anyway, I'm just having fun this morning. So, we need to curse like freaking pirates. Might be some grunting and crying involved. So do you believe in magic? Anything you tackle has options. You gotta be playful. You gotta have fun. You gotta use your imagination. It's up to you. You want double vision or a constant echo in your ear? You do have a way of lighting up a room. Maybe it's that smile you put on my face. And I really appreciate the dedication to your work. So everybody, enjoy your Tuesday. Maybe I'll get on here later. It just depends. I gotta go grocery shopping. But we might have some flash floods. So, I don't know. I'm just taking it easy, one job at a time. All right. Have a good one.